thoughts on Nazem and his career. We don't know where it's going to end. It has been already it's his fourth season in Calgary, which it feels like time's flying because,
geez, you're right.
9 in Toronto, 3 in Colorado, year 4 in Calgary. Do Leaf fans still kind of consider him a guy? Bring Nazem back home, or is that kind of ship sailed? And
no, that ship hasn't sailed, man. Like they won the other day in a fashion that still had fans mad. Because Pittsburgh was all over them for 2 periods, and then they woke up in the third and Pittsburgh crumpled. So was it Toronto was that good, or Pittsburgh fell off a cliff? But basically what got out of that is the Leafs are like everybody else, kind of meddling in the middle. Mm-hmm. And if you want to, I always try to defend Tree in a situation going, that's not a finished product of the team right now. He's got cap space. He's got some injuries. He's got some stuff they still have to sort out. The only problem is he doesn't have a lot of currency to trade for if he covets Rasmus, if he covets Nazem, then what do you do? Because he doesn't have a lot of currency, either prospects sitting in the minors that he could trade, mm-hmm. or high picks in his back pocket going, hey, I can trade you a first and this to do it. So, I think it's a wishful list for people in Toronto. They absolutely love Nazem. But keep in mind, I always try to remind Nazem left on a weird situation. Yes. He had 2 suspensions that were the exact same hit in back-to-back playoff runs. And that hurt the team. They were majors, and it was the exact same hit in the exact same spot on 2 players that got him suspended. So, I read, I just want to jump in. Jack Todd from the Gazette in Montreal, I was reading on the plane. He's like, talking about Nazem Kadri coming to Montreal or whatever. Maybe Pierre LeBrun, who had kind of brought up, maybe Pierre should do a little digging on this, because let's look back at the history. It's like, well, he got suspended here and he got suspended there and this and that. 2015, 2018, 2019. Like, how far back do we go? Like, how much time, how much grace period do you need where it's, well, I've matured. I'm smarter now. I don't know that he's been suspended as a Calgary Flame. He's in year 4, and yes, there's been no playoffs.
You won a cup after all that too. That's ridiculous.
He was
huge in that series.
I think to come off of him, like, I put it this way: you don't know what you have until it's gone. There's a lot of people that would go, they put up their hand in Toronto. Now they're fans and media. I don't know if Tree covets him, but I'm saying
Tree signed him.
Brought him here, yeah.
People here talk about Nazem a lot, saying he would be a perfect fit, because what would happen is now John Tavares could push to the wing potentially, or you could push him down, and like you'd have depth down the middle of the ice. Montreal needs, now Kirby Dach scored 2 last night. Maybe he's coming around. I like him as a player. I think he's had the injury bug, and I think he's had the consistency bug. We forget he's 24. We always thought that, I think that guy's been around forever. He hasn't. But I look at Montreal as definitely teams that do covet that second centerman spot. Nazem has to be on their radar.
Yep.
Because he is your prototypical number 2 centerman that has won, that has bite, that has proven that he can play in the playoffs outside of suspension. I agree. There should be a grace period. That was years ago. He's grown up. He's changed. He's won. He's been there. I think he understands what it takes and walked that fine line in the playoffs. I don't think a suspension worry would ever falter anybody from looking at Nazem.
It didn't hurt Colorado. They got hardware. And between him and O'Reilly, like, if Nashville falls out of it, and I don't know where they're at, like, they've got some good young big players and some old guys on the 18th tee box that used to be great players. I don't know if they put it all together or not, but those are the 2 centers. Like, you're not going to find someone that can come play top 6 center for you at the deadline outside of those 2 guys.
I got one guy, maybe.
Who?
I'll run it by you guys. Does Alex Tuck play center?
If we're asking, it probably means no.
Well, I do believe he does, but I also believe that he's but that's a top 6 guy who can fly, can be physical, all of that type of stuff. I'm just saying, I'm looking at, you're right. If it's Nazem and if it's Ryan O'Reilly.
True centers.
I think teams would have to look at Alex Tuck and go, now what is Buffalo doing? Who knows? We don't know, but at the end of the day, that would be a top 6 that I would covet depending on what Buffalo is going to do.
I would be worried with Tuck about injury problems.
Yeah. That's plagued him his whole career. It's true.
It's fair. Like it is fair. Like, there is no perfect scenario. Keep in mind, Naz seems like he's perfect, but he's got 3 years left at 7?
Yes.
3 left at 7.
Yeah. I mean,
and Tuck's taken 10 draws this year. So,
okay. So yeah,
I think he's a winger, and maybe he could play center, but if you're not doing it now and you've been, I think it's a different shopping aisle. I think you got centers here and you got your versatile top 6 wingers here. Like he's not a center.
Hey, buddies, thanks for watching. We appreciate it. Also, if you could throw in a like and subscribe, it does help us out with what it is we are doing. And check out more at flamesnation.ca.